your daily dose of English fluency.
Hello, and a very special welcome, especially if this is your very first time here. I'm Sarah, and sitting across from me is the always energetic Alex.
Hello, hello. I am so happy to be here. We made this video specifically for you, the person who wants to learn English but feels a bit lost. Maybe you don't know where to start, or maybe you've tried many times and failed. We hear you.
Master family, listen to me. Maybe English feels too big, too complicated, too scary. But here's what I want you to know. Every fluent English speaker you admire, every person you see on TV or in business, they started exactly where you are right now. Confused, nervous, hopeful. Let's take this first step together.
Today, you will learn exactly why the way we usually study English is actually making it harder. We are going to look at why babies are the best students in the world and how you can copy their secrets. Plus, we will give you a list of beginner-friendly movies and animations that will turn your living room into an English classroom. Let's start.
You know, Alex, I was watching a group of toddlers at a park yesterday. One of them was trying to say the word butterfly, but it came out as butterfly. He was 100% wrong, but did he stop? Did he look around to see if anyone was laughing at his grammar?
No way. I bet he just screamed it louder and pointed at the sky.
Exactly. He didn't say, "Oh dear, my noun classification is incorrect. I must study the biology of insects before I speak again."
He just kept talking. He was being authentic.
Authentic. That's a beautiful word. Let's scaffolding that for our new family members. Authentic means being real and true, not a copy, not fake. Even though his English wasn't perfect, his story was so authentic that everyone in the room understood exactly how he felt.
I think that's where we go wrong as adults, Sarah. We lose our authenticity because we are so afraid. We study grammar for years. We buy books, we do exercises, but we never speak. We wait until we are perfect. But babies don't wait for perfection. They listen, they mimic, they fail, and they try again.
It's true. Adults are trapped by their own egos. We want to be eloquent from day one.
Eloquent? Scaffolding time.
Eloquent means fluent or persuasive in speaking or writing. It's about speaking beautifully, like a poet. You don't need to be an eloquent speaker to be understood. You just need to be brave enough to use the words you have.
I remember my non-eloquent phase. I was at an airport once, and I wanted to ask where the bathroom was. I had practiced the sentence in my head. "Excuse me, could you direct me to the restroom?" But when the security guard looked at me, my brain just stopped.
Oh no, Alex, what did you say?
I looked at him, pointed at my stomach, and just said, "Water go out?"
Water go out? Alex, that is the most creative way I've ever heard someone ask for a bathroom.
He understood me. He laughed, pointed to the left, and said, "Straight down the hall, mate." If I had waited to be eloquent, I would have had a very wet accident right there. But because I was like a child, I just tried. I got what I needed.
Oh, Alex, your stories are the best. But that is the lesson. Communication is about survival and connection, not about being a human dictionary. When we try to be perfect, our fear inhibits us.
Inhibit. Let's look at that B2 word.
To inhibit means to hinder, restrain, or prevent an action or process. For example, the fear of making a small mistake often inhibits students from enjoying the fun of learning a new language.
So the adult trap is that we are inhibited by our own brains. A baby has no internal monitor. They don't have that annoying voice in their head telling them they are wrong. They just have perseverance.
Perseverance?
Perseverance is persistence in doing something despite difficulty, not giving up. Learning English as a beginner requires a lot of perseverance, but if you show up every day, you will succeed.
So, if we want to learn like children, we need to find the same tools children use. And one of the greatest tools in the world is animation.
Oh, I love this part. People always ask me, "Alex, why do you watch cartoons? You're a grown man." And I say because cartoons are my English teachers.
It's true. Animations are designed to be very clear. They have high immersion value.
Immersion? Scaffolding this for the family.
Immersion is the state of being completely involved in something. In language learning, it means surrounding yourself with English sounds. For example, watching an English movie without subtitles is a great way to create a mini immersion in your own bedroom.
My first immersion was with Finding Nemo. Have you seen it, Sarah? The story about the orange fish?
I love Finding Nemo. It's such a beautiful story about a father looking for his son in the giant ocean.
I love it for beginners because the language is very coherent.
Coherent. Let's look at that.
Coherent means logical and consistent, easy to understand. Even though the plot of the movie is exciting, the dialogue is very coherent and clear for beginners to follow.
And think about the character Dory. She is a blue fish who forgets things every 10 seconds. She makes so many mistakes, but she never stops talking. She is the queen of spontaneous English.
Spontaneous. Scaffolding time.
Spontaneous means occurring as a result of a sudden impulse, without planning. Natural talk. When Dory speaks, her English is very spontaneous and fun, which makes the listener feel relaxed.
I remember her famous line, "Just keep swimming." I started saying that to myself every time I struggled with a new English verb. Just keep speaking, Alex. Just keep speaking. It made me feel invincible.
Invincible. Scaffolding that one.
Invincible means too powerful to be defeated or overcome. After he realized he could understand the whole plot of Toy Story, he felt invincible and ready for his first real English conversation.
I also have to mention Paddington. It's about a very polite bear from Peru who moves to London. Alex, have you seen the one where he tries to use a bathtub for the first time?
Oh, that was a disaster. Water everywhere. He was so confused.
But that's the point. Paddington is a beginner in London culture. He makes mistakes, he gets confused, but he is always so polite and brave. The English in Paddington is very slow and very articulate.
Articulate. Let's define that for the family.
To articulate means to express an idea or feeling fluently and coherently. In this case, it means the characters speak very clearly. The actors in Paddington articulate their words so well that it is the perfect movie for anyone starting their English journey. Now, let's talk about how to watch these movies. Many people watch a movie once and say, "I didn't understand everything, so I failed." But a baby doesn't hear a word once and say, "I failed." They hear it 1,000 times.
This is where we talk about the subconscious, right?
Subconscious. Let's look at this B2 word.
Subconscious relates to the part of the mind which is not fully aware, but which influences one's actions. It's your autopilot. By watching the same movie 5 times, the English phrases started to live in his subconscious, and he began saying them naturally.
Exactly. When you watch a movie like Toy Story for the 5th time, you aren't studying anymore. You're just living in it. Calmly, your brain starts to notice the nuance.
Nuance.
Nuance is a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound. After a while, she began to notice the tiny nuances in how characters said hello, depending on whether they were happy or sad.
I noticed that with Woody and Buzz Lightyear. When Woody says, "There's a snake in my boot," you can hear the fear and the drama. I spent a whole afternoon repeating that line. My neighbor looked at me through the window, and I think he actually checked his own boots.
Aw, Alex, I would pay money to see your neighbor's face. But that is exactly what babies do. They mimic the emotion, not just the word. When you mimic a character's emotion, you are rewiring your brain.
Rewire. Let's scaffolding this.
To rewire means the brain forming new connections and habits. By watching English animations every night, you are literally rewiring your brain to think in a new language.
But sometimes, even with movies, the meaning can be ambiguous.
Ambiguous. Let's define our final B2 word.
Ambiguous means open to more than one interpretation, not having one obvious meaning. In the beginning, the jokes in the movie felt ambiguous to him, but after 3 days, he finally understood why the characters were laughing.
And that is the beauty of the journey, the transition from ambiguous to clear. Alex, I think our family has learned a lot about the child mindset today. I can see them ready to go turn on their TVs right now.
I hope so. But wait, we have to lock these words in. It's time for the word tour.
Let's do it. Our first B2 word was authentic.
Right, being real and true. Your English doesn't need to be a perfect copy. It needs to be you. Be authentic.
Then we had eloquent, speaking beautifully and persuasively.
Remember, you don't need to be eloquent to ask for the bathroom. Water go out works too.
Next was inhibit, to hinder or stop an action.
Don't let the fear of a mistake inhibit your progress. Throw the brakes away.
Then we discussed perseverance, not giving up.
Be like a baby. Fall down 10 times, get up 11 times. Use your perseverance.
We also talked about immersion, surrounding yourself with English.
Turn your living room into a cinema. Immersion is the fastest way to learn.
Then we had coherent, logical, and easy to understand.
Movies like Nemo are coherent and clear. They are the perfect teachers for beginners.
Then we had spontaneous, natural, and unplanned.
Mimic the spontaneous talk in movies. It makes your own English sound much more natural.
Then we had invincible, too powerful to be defeated.
That's the feeling you get when you finish your first English movie without help.
We also looked at articulate, speaking clearly and fluently.
Paddington is the master of being articulate. Copy him.
Then we had subconscious, your mental autopilot.
Let the English live in your subconscious by watching your favorite scenes over and over again.
Next was nuance, subtle differences in meaning.
Pay attention to how characters feel. That's where the nuance lives.
We also discussed rewiring, forming new brain connections.
You are literally changing your brain every time you listen to English. You are rewiring for success.
And finally, ambiguous, having more than one meaning.
Don't worry if things feel ambiguous at first. Clarity is just a few movies away.
What an incredible list. Master family, I want you to take a deep breath. You don't need to be smart to learn English. You don't need a special gift. You just need to be brave enough to be a child again.
Each butterfly moment is a step towards perfection. Every water go out moment is a step towards fluency. Don't be afraid to look silly. The person who makes the most mistakes is the person who learns the fastest.
We believe in you so much. And hey, if you found this conversation helpful today, please hit that subscribe button. Joining the Mr. English Master family means you're choosing to grow every single day with 2 friends who truly care about you.
It really does. And if you want to keep building that confidence, go check out our other videos like The Magic of Routine or How to Start a Conversation. They're perfect tools to help you take those childlike steps with even more joy.
They really are. Now, we have a very important question for our global family.
Where are you listening or watching from? Comment below. We love reading about your cities and your lives.
And our big question today is, what is your favorite animation or movie from your childhood? And would you be brave enough to watch it in English this week? Let us know in the comments.
Tell us. I want to know if we have more Nemos or Paddingtons out there. We read every single comment, and we promise to give you a virtual high five for your bravery.
Take a deep breath. You are doing better than you think.
You are learning, and that is enough.
Take care of your dreams and take care of your hearts. We will see you in the next episode of Mr. English Master.
Stay brave, stay invincible. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.